What's going on with my fellow folks? You already know this is the Beta Male Police indeed, Mr. AKA Live Free. Shout out to everybody in the building. What I want to talk about today is the iPhone versus the Android cliche. And specifically, I want to talk about this pretty much talking about dating, how women will find their mate. And if the guy has an Android, it is automatically a red flag, or he's broke, you can't FaceTime, or his shoes is dirty, he got a pair of Dale Ellis, he got a pair of Stacey Adams, or whatever they say, a pair of Shaqs. So I want to go to a couple of clips here. And the standard of dating in today's times have gotten a lot more worse due to the fact that you have an Android or an iPhone. Now, let me tell you this before I get to the first video here. Now, the women that I usually deal with, they don't care what phone I have because all they need is binds fixed. This is all they need here is a bind. They don't really care about, I can show up with a BlackBerry or a Barack Obama phone. It doesn't matter. All right, they need help. So let's go ahead and get to this video here. Now, this man's going to ask this lady, he's a 10, but he has an Android. Without further ado, let's go.
Does a guy using an Android phone make him less attractive?
He automatically loses 50 points. And mind you, we're only starting with 100 points. Chop, half gone. Android's like IKEA. It's like a maze. There's too many places to hide shit. And I feel like in a relationship, you make me feel like I don't want to walk through that maze. I don't want to have a headache on behalf of the phone that you're using because you know how to use it well. Chances are you switch over to my side and we're going to have a happy wife, happy life. iPhone all day.
Now, if you listen to that video, it made absolutely no sense at all. No sense. Anybody with any phone can cheat. And like I said before, when a woman basically try to include you on cheating, it is their self-conscious. They are doing the cheating. A woman can have a Google phone, an Android, a BlackBerry, an iPhone, an M phone, a T phone, a W phone, doesn't matter. A woman is a woman and a man is a man. Nothing will basically include the two comparables of how you will be treated if they had another phone or device. I just thought that whole conversation was pretty, it's getting out of hand as far as like the dating options and women still looking for mates. They're getting serious and they can find everything in a guy, but the guy clearly has an Android. So now he loses 5,000 aura points, as they say, you know, the old cliche. So let's go ahead and get over to this video here, right? So now we have another guy, another street interview. So he asked the lady, if a guy has an Android, what will happen next? Without further ado, let's go.
If a guy has an Android, does it make him less attractive?
100%.
No. So if you got the green bubble, you're like, yeah, we can't talk. A lot of girls today have been saying like it gives broke.
It does give a little bit broke. I mean, come on, iPhones, blue. We need the blue chat.
Come on now, dog.
And there you go again. So you have an Android phone or device, it makes you look broke. It really makes you broke. And now we know women are at a state of emergency when it comes to being broke. And if you don't agree in 2024, all I gotta say is Joe Budden.
Then shut the fuck up in 2024.
Right. So now clearly we still have women in today's society still judging men based upon not their looks, but their device, their phone, the green bubble. What does it matter if a text message pop up with a different color? It doesn't mean anything. It's still a text message. It's still a text message. So just because a man have an Android, that man can be rich. That man can be wealthy. That man can be making well over 70 or 80K or maybe 100K or maybe even more. Even iPhone users can have the same amount of income. So I don't think that basically describes a man's income far as his wealth just because the phone he has, I think that is outrageous to me. So let's go over to this video here. Here's another one where we have a much older lady and they asked her the same question. So let's see what she got to say. Let's go.
But if you have an Android phone, red flag. Red flag immediately. Android phone. You have an Android?
No, I
okay,
just
nice.
sound like you're 12.
Why? That's a common thing. A lot of people.
I know a lot of women sound like they're 12 when they say that.
So
I don't know. Something about Android phone just throws me off.
You would give up the love of your life because his text messages are green.
First of all, if he's love of my life, I wouldn't. Plus, I wouldn't. If he's love of my life, no. But at first glance, I'd be like, Android phone.
And that is absolutely correct on the guy's side. Yes, they are little kids with breasts. That is all they are. You got older women still comparing men based on their choice of phone. And by the way, I am an Android user. I used to work for Apple for 2 to 3 years, and I never owned a Apple product in my life. Never. And I will never judge anybody for what type of phone they have. You know, you have a phone. That is basically all you need in 2024. Now, like I said before, you still got women that will judge you based off the device of phones you have. And we all know women, they love to be on their phones 24/7. Basically dating apps, hookup apps, etc. Everything can be used on a phone, on a mobile device. But to judge a man just because he has an Android is still funny to me in today's times. So I got 2 more here. And let's get over to this clip here. We even got Keisha's from another continent that are getting asked this question. So I think this lady is maybe Nigerian or African, I'm not sure. So it says, guys that use Android phone, without further ado, let's go.
Sure, guys with use Android phone today. I'm not sure.
You guys with use Android phone, I contest, I never agree.
Greek, no, as for me, I know if you settle for less, so I don't know if I want use guys with use Android phone for. As per I say they use Android phone, I'm not sure say they go fit take care of woman because now iPhone they in board now. I'm not sure.
No be like, which phone did they use?
XRO.
La caca.
All right, so you heard the lady. That lady sound like she lives in a village or a hut. She's still not tolerating Android users. I just thought that was pretty funny. I don't really take offense to anybody that has that type of mindset. Like I said before, women out here need minds fixed. It's all about the money. And also, it's all about the guy that they really want. Because if they really wanted a guy, and it really doesn't matter what type of phone they have. When women find men that they actually want, they will make the exception, either if you have an iPhone or a Android. So it clearly doesn't really matter. So really, nobody shouldn't really take offense to that. If any chick that you trying to talk to or run a game, your mouthpiece in 2024, and if she say, well, I like you, but you have an Android phone. Hey, man, just walk away and just act like nothing happened, man. All right? Nino, where you at?
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy another.
All right? Go ahead and buy another one. So last but not least, I want to get over here to this video. So it says, date a man with an Android. So there's women that's team Android and there's women that's team iPhone. Without further ado, let go.
I trust a man with an Android 10 times more than I trust a man with an iPhone. Maybe it's because the men that I've dated with Androids have just treated me a lot better. I think there's something nerdy adjacent about them that I like, something smart adjacent about them, something reliable, dependable adjacent about them. That's how I feel with the Android. I feel like that's what it's representing in men. The only man that I dated who had an iPhone also had himself as his lock screen. I think that's saying a lot of other things about him that maybe don't really correlate with the iPhone. However, that's the experience I have. Like, I feel like a man with an Android is going to be more trustworthy. I feel like a man with an Android is not going to have 7 to 75 shirtless gym selfies on their Instagram. They might not have an Instagram account at all, in which I prefer. I just don't think a man with an Android is like 29 with a Snapchat account. You know what I mean? My man has an Android and I love him for it. I really do. I really do. There's something about it, something that speaks to me, something that makes me feel safe. Okay? And I would never judge him for not having an iPhone, because you know what? He's not supposed to. He's not.
All right. There you have it, gentlemen. There you have it. And I just still don't understand the fact that men can't love themselves. They can't be featured on their own phone for like a screensaver. They can't have shirtless pictures. But you see women all the time with the 2 pieces on, showing their ass, showing their cleavage. And, you know, women will tend to say, oh, you look good, girl. Oh, you gorgeous. You beautiful. And it's like,
Bitch, shut the fuck up in 2024.
And also, man, you shouldn't be dating anyway. Get what you want. And the only thing you want is sex. I will be going live later on today. Make sure you tune in. Also, if you want to listen to my exclusive, unfiltered, and uncensored content, the link is in the description. Go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. But other than that, with that being said, this is the Beta Male Police. I appreciate y'all for reaching out, but it ain't shit else we got to speak about. Y'all take care, man. Peace.